Hey kids, today we're going to be learning about how to use transition words in your writing. Now you may not know it, but most of you are already using transition words. However, it's really important to learn exactly how to use them in order to become more effective writers. So, what exactly are transition words? Transition words are words or phrases that help you link together ideas in your writing. This is important because it helps your reader think the way you do and helps them make the connections you want them to make within your writing. In other words, transitions are a lot like traffic signals that tell your readers how to navigate your writing and to look out for changes in your ideas. The bold phrase, "in other words," is a transition that lets you know that I'm about to explain an idea in a different way. There are many different types of transition words, but today we're going to be focusing on 6 different categories. Those categories are time and sequence, additions, compare and contrast, examples, cause and effect, and summary and conclusion. Here we go. First, let's talk about time and sequence transitions. These are used to indicate that time has passed or that you are writing a sequence of ideas. You should be able to make a connection with our narrative writing unit at the beginning of the year. A lot of you use transitions to show the passage of time within your writing. Here's an example. First, I went to the park. After a while, I decided to head to the beach. Meanwhile, my brother was stuck doing homework. Here are the transitions of first, after a while, and meanwhile give the reader a good sense of time. Here's another example. In 1769, the San Diego Mission was built. Then, the mission in Monterey was built. In the end, California was home to 21 missions. These transitions also show a progression or a sequence of ideas based on time. Some other transitions that you can use are after, afterward, earlier, later, since, by this time, immediately, tomorrow, yesterday, soon, during, and next. These examples at the end of each slide are not a full list, but they should help you get started. Next, we have additions. These are used to add more information to an idea in your writing. You could write, I love ice cream. I also love chocolate. The transition word also adds chocolate to the original idea. Adding on to that example, we could say, in addition, frozen yogurt is pretty good as well. The transitions of in addition and as well let the reader know that you're adding to your list of sweet stuff that you love. Some other examples you can use are as well as, furthermore, additionally, and. Compare and contrast transitions are very important. We can compare and contrast using Venn diagrams in class, and we can also do it in our writing. These transitions are used to indicate if ideas are similar or different. Here are some examples. California was first explored by the Spanish in 1542. However, Spain didn't establish a presence in the area until 1769. The word however tells the reader that the first idea is different, or in contrast to the first idea. Another example is, plows were a valuable trade good for the missions. Similarly, other iron objects such as nails and saws also had high value. The transition word similarly tells the reader that plows had similar value to other iron objects within the mission system. You may recognize the transition also from our additions slide. Some transition words can be used for different purposes, so be aware of this. Some other transitions you can use are although, but, nevertheless, yet, instead, likewise, in comparison, and even so. Now we come to examples. Very straightforward. We are all familiar with these transitions, which are used to indicate an example is about to be given. For example, Tony taught me the value of hard work. For example, I had chores to do every day after school. The chores I had to do are an example of the hard work that I value. You should make a connection here to our opinion writing unit. Some other transitions you can use in this case are, for instance, specifically, such as, and to illustrate. Cause and effect transitions are used to show, well, cause and effect. We could write, because the Native Americans were often viewed as uncivilized, they were often mistreated in the mission system. Consequently, there were many revolts during the early mission period. The word because shows a cause and effect relationship between the European views of Native Americans and how they were treated. Furthermore, using the transition consequently adds yet another effect to this chain. In narrative writing, we may write, since I went to bed early, I woke up feeling refreshed. The word since tells our readers that something will happen because of our first idea, which was going to bed early. Some other transitions that you can use are due to, for, therefore, because of, and so. Finally, we come to summary and conclusion. Now you can use these transitions at the end of paragraphs or at the end of your writing, especially your essays when it comes to writing your conclusion. For example, the sentence "in conclusion" using transition words is an important part of the writing process. This transition lets the reader know you're wrapping up your idea and you're close to an ending. You're telling the reader that this is your conclusion. Here's another example. Overall, our year together in room 15 has been very productive. This transition gives the reader a sense of completeness, which is a great thing to have towards the end of your writing. You want the reader to know that all your ideas have wrapped up. Some other transitions you can use in this case are as a result, as we have seen, in other words, in short, to summarize, all in all, in closing, to conclude, and to sum up. Once again, there are many other transitions you can use here, but this is just a taste of a few of them. And now we have come to our conclusion. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you feel like you have more tools to make your writing just that much more awesome. We'll be practicing using these in class tomorrow, so be prepared with any questions you might have. Don't forget to complete the assignment on Edmodo.